Hi, welcome back to depression-youarenotalone.com. I am Shannon, to my left is Lou, and over there behind the scenes is John. Does anybody want to say hello?
No. Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's well.
Yeah, we're back. So I thought today we could talk about how not asking for help with people who have depression, how it can be harmful to you. By thinking, there's so many people out there that think that, oh, I can tackle this on my own, I don't need to get help, I know I can resolve this, it's going to go away, it might go away, and that's simply not the case most of the time, right? Would you agree with me?
Oh, yeah, and people do that for different reasons.
And they, of course.
Could be they don't understand, and there are people that refuse to ask anyone for help. I'm a doer.
I'm a doer. I'm going to get it done. I don't need anybody's help. I can make this go away, or I can tackle this all on my own.
Or I'm embarrassed.
That's a big one. I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm embarrassed. I'm afraid to go talk to somebody about it, so I will handle it on my own. And then the repercussions that come by people who think that they can tackle this on their own without help. That's what I think. That's a important topic to talk about, how these repercussions can climb up on you. They'll build up on you, and then all of a sudden you're like worse off than you were before because you were ashamed to ask for help, because you're embarrassed,
or not ashamed, or
you just didn't want to.
Whatever
you
the reason.
Blew it off.
Could be different reasons for different people.
Yeah, a plethora of reasons. So go ahead.
We're all different.
Well, everybody's different.
Well, that's a good subject to bring up. Hopefully, by talking about it, someone will say, you know what, yeah, I am going to get help. Maybe they've thought about it, it's been in the back of their minds, but they've been avoiding it, thinking they'll take care of it, they'll take care of it, they'll take care of it.
And then before long, you know.
I think it was the last episode we did, how I said how things gradually came up on me, right?
Yeah, they crept up on you.
Until everything just blew up. It didn't just blow up like that, it was like being done gradually, and then I was in deep.
So let's talk about how, well, you just touched on it a little bit. Like, what are some things that can happen if you know you have depression, or you're pretty positive that you have it, and
well, you don't know,
or you don't know, but you know there's something off because you have those signs of I'm withdrawn, I'm not interacting like I used to, I've lost my train of thought, I can't focus so much, I'm not calling my friends, I'm alienating pretty much everybody, or I'm slowly starting to. What can happen if you think you can tackle it yourself? Can you tackle depression on your own?
Typically that's not the way to go. Of course, everything depends on degrees, right?
Degree, yeah, level of.
But especially if you're not aware of what you're going through, I mean, it could be a downward spiral. You could end up not being able to function anymore, losing your job, ending a relationship. So many things could happen. Of course, it depends on the degree, the circumstances, the person. Everybody's different, the age.
Yeah.
Imagine someone older who's lost a spouse, they have adult kids maybe, but they live far away. They don't have many friends, just a couple of friends. I mean, every situation is different. But here's an example. Let's say someone has a project in their home, like they have to move furniture, or they have to do things that really is not meant for one person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not meant for one person.
Yeah, you have to have.
You're going to blow your back, or you're going to, you're going to injure yourself, because what you want to do is just not for you to do alone. But you're not asking anybody for help either. So you look at that project or that you want to do, and you keep saying, I'm going to do this on my own. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to do it right now because you see that it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's too much for you. You keep putting it off, thinking you're going to do it. You're going to do it on my own. I'm going to do it on my own. And then at some point, you eventually end up giving up on it because you realize, I can't do it on my own.
It's a good analogy.
Isn't it better to, hey, I need to move this couch. Why don't you grab that end?
Yeah.
I'll grab this end, and we'll get it done. Instead of, I'm going to do it by myself and then end up never doing it.
Yeah.
And then end up, of course, I'm not saying it's going to lead to depression by any, but it doesn't get done. Just like getting help, if you reach out to someone, or even on your own, you can easily schedule an appointment with a therapist, yourself, right? And you get help and it gets done.
Well, I think the rule of
Not done right away.
thumb here.
Not like moving a couch where you
Yeah.
moved it. It's done. No, it takes time, but
is there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. And there's so many people out there that think that they can tackle it on their own. They think that they're going to resolve it on their own. Of course, depending on the level of, the degree of depression that you might be experiencing or going through. But everybody needs to know that there's nothing wrong with asking for help, because most likely you probably do need some type of help. It might even be something that's once a month. I have no idea. It might be something that you need twice a week. I don't know. You can only answer that. But there's nothing wrong with asking for help. So if you're one of those people that is just like ashamed or afraid or just not knowing, I don't know what I'm going to say.
Confused.
Yeah, I don't know. How is this going to go? Or
especially, speaking from experience, when you're in that early stage where you really don't know what's going on. Everything's kind of starting to fall apart, but you don't understand why. You're not motivated. I think it's very bad when you start getting to the point of not really caring anymore. That's a very dangerous level to reach.
And then once you hit that level, it's hard to go ask for help because you're already in that mindset, in that mind frame.
Here's another example. If you're in a pool and someone says, hey, jump out of the pool from where you are. If you're in the shallow end,
it's a little easier.
A little easier. If you're in a deep end,
it's not going to happen.
And you can start falling deeper and deeper and deeper, and then it's a bigger struggle. Or being in a hole in a ditch. The ditch is 2 feet high. You can step out of it and get out. If you're in a ditch that's 8 feet deep,
it's going to be a little.
You're in deeper, and it's harder to get out. It's harder to crawl your way out of that hole.
Yeah, but there's so many people out there that are in that 8-foot ditch, right? Because maybe they know they can get help, but they're afraid to get help. They know they can get help, but they don't want to accept the help.
We can actually sit here for 3 hours and give different reasons, different examples.
Why to reach out.
Why people sometimes don't.
Yeah.
Another fear people have is the fear of admitting I have depression.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That it's a mental illness. I have a mental illness?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't accept I have a mental illness.
Some people can't accept it. Some people see that it shows that I'm weak.
Yeah.
No, it shows you have a condition.
But you're not weak.
Because, listen, there's so many things going on in physical conditions, mental conditions. It's just part of life. Thankfully now we're at a time where you're not put in an asylum.
Oh God, that was, yeah.
You can get treatment. You can get treatment from your own home.
Yeah.
You can be laying in your bed with your laptop and do a session with a therapist.
You can get your medication delivered to you without the label on it that says what it is. It's in a plain box. So if it's left off, nobody knows what kind of medication you have. They don't know where it's coming from. There's so many things that you can do so discreetly.
And if you need to do it discreetly, there are people. Listen, I've sat here and told everybody stories about my life, about the bad, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the dangerously ugly.
You left out the stupid.
Well, stupid's part of life too.
Yeah.
It really is. Stupid is part of life. Failure is part of life.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And that's the thing that, we shouldn't, there are a lot of successful people. What is the saying? Never be afraid of failure because you learn from it.
Yeah.
right? You've heard that before.
Oh, yeah.
Never be afraid of failure because you learn from it. Hopefully.
Yeah, there might be some people that have.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully you have.
Like we know lab rats do,
Oh,
right? Lab rats do. They know if I touch that, if I go for that, I'm going to get shocked, so I'm not doing it a second time. It's part of learning.
Unfortunately, some people are not as smart as lab rats.
Well, negative Nancy over there.
yeah, you're too negative. Leave John out. But
Now he's got me depressed.
the whole goal here in this episode.
Well, I just brought that part up for those that are afraid of accepting that I may have a mental condition here. I may be suffering from depression. And they don't want to admit it. And
Right.
thinking, maybe if I ignore it,
It'll go away.
it'll just go away. And like I said, the dangerous thing for some people, it was for me, I'm not saying it's for everyone, but for me, was it gradually getting worse. Not at a pace that you realize immediately, wait, something's wrong here. It gradually, and now you're weaker. You're weaker now.
Doing it on your own,
Catching
having depression on your own and not getting help or asking for help or at least researching things.
And sharing. Sharing.
Some contributing factors that can help in some ways are changing your eating habits, getting outside, getting some exercise for the serotonin level. Maybe if you're overweight, changing your eating habits, getting vegetables in your diet, fruit in your diet, and that can make you
Other
feel a lot
foods,
better.
foods.
That can make
Yeah,
you feel a lot better, but it doesn't mean it's going to clear up your depression.
Staying off caffeine in the evenings so you can actually hopefully
Sleep.
get a good night's sleep.
Sleep.
Because another thing too is when you don't
Sugar.
sleep, and this is another thing that happens, which we haven't discussed much, is not sleeping.
Well, that's
Thoughts running through your head.
yeah.
And then when you do wake
That's
up in the morning
detrimental.
exhausted.
Yeah.
If you're already unmotivated mentally,
Yeah.
and now you're also physically exhausted, does it make it better? No, it makes it worse.
Well,
It makes it worse because even if you're trying to talk yourself into doing something, but you're physically wiped out.
they
Makes it worse.
do say, have your last meal at 7 p.m., nothing after that. Because if you eat after 7 p.m., whatever you're intaking, your body's trying to metabolize, right?
Well, listen, there's so many things. Like, for example, getting exercise.
Well, it can keep you up at night is what I'm saying.
Getting exercise to where when it's time for bed, your body is tired, your body wants rest. I mean, we can talk about the physical aspects of it.
Yeah,
Eating, no
I kinda
caffeine,
switched it up
avoid your
a little bit.
caffeine, this and that. The problem is those thoughts that can be going through someone's head to where you're not sleeping or you wake up with them. I went through that for years.
It didn't go away.
Didn't sleep, couldn't
Didn't
sleep.
go away. It
Couldn't
takes a toll on you.
Sleeping in spurts.
And that's on top of your depression. It's just like boom, 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 boom.
And then sometimes waking up in the morning remembering the thoughts and starting the day with those bad thoughts
Yeah, that's no way to start your day.
that woke me up, that I laid there awake looking at the ceiling thinking about, and then being physically exhausted to start the day as well.
Yeah.
But see, that's why getting help, because everyone's different. Everyone's situation is different. But when those things even start, I think it is absolutely important to look into it early.
Oh, yeah.
Early. Talk to someone that's close to you.
Don't be afraid to do it. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Don't think that you can handle all of this on your own, because
You don't have to.
You don't have to. And if you are one of those people, well, I don't need help. I don't need help.
And for those that are the doers, I'm a doer. I'm there for everyone else. Doesn't it make you feel good when you help someone else? Makes you feel good, right? You were there for a friend or a family
Hopefully.
member. Why don't you let them experience that feeling as well, to be there for you, that they helped you? If
Yeah.
you enjoy the feeling of helping someone else that you care about, or even a stranger,
There can be ego in
then
there.
let someone who cares about you help you when you need it. You need help, you need help. I've needed help, she's needed help, John's needed help. Everyone I've ever known has
Yeah.
needed help.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Pretty much.
Every single person I've known in my life has needed help.
At some level, yeah.
Because that's how it is. We're human beings. We don't, sometimes we can do certain things on our own, but it's so much easier and quicker with someone helping. And sometimes we can't do it on our own.
And when you get that help, you feel so much better. There's no reason why you have to be feeling the way you are right now by having pride or ego, by saying, I can tackle this on my own, and you're not getting any better. Reach out so you can feel better and live a quality life.
Sometimes these episodes,
Right?
they make me a little sad.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's, I think of the years that I've lost. And I've said this, I think in many episodes. Haven't I? I mean, have I said this where don't do what I did?
Yeah, don't. Learning experience.
I wasted years of my life I can never get back.
And he didn't have to.
Didn't have to. Had I known back then what I know now, I would have had a lot of great years that turned out to be shit years.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't look at ending
Twice.
everything. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten to that point had I done better. I know things would have been better had I done better. I know that because when you do better, you get better results.
So that he's a perfect
I
example.
think it saddens me when someone is going through something and they're fighting, they're resisting help, and I know from my experience, you're just wasting time in your life you're not going to get back. You're not getting it back. So
learn from
get the
him.
help early.
Yeah, don't be afraid to.
I've said this too. Do I believe other people can do as well as I've done with depression? No. I believe people can do a lot better than what I've done. A lot better.
But you have to be willing to do something about it.
My failures, my hope is my failures will benefit someone else.
Yeah, I agree.
And again, I get sad sometimes doing these because I think of people losing time, resisting, going through what I went through, and you want to help them so bad. You don't want that for them. You just don't want it for them. That's why asking for help.
So important.
But I will say this too, the right person.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that 100%. It has to be the right person. Yeah.
You reach out to the wrong person.
Yeah.
They're not there for you.
No.
You maybe then don't want to reach out to anybody else.
I understand that. Yeah, for sure.
You can have 10 friends.
Yeah.
There's one out of that 10 that you know.
Yeah.
That one is the one that will help me.
Yeah.
If you reach out to the 10th that you know will not, and that 10th is not there for you, you may then get it in your head that no one's going to help you.
Yeah.
And then you're shutting yourself off from the right people.
Yeah.
I've said this before too, you don't need to tell the world.
No, my gosh, no, you don't.
I've used this example. I don't go to the grocery store and grab the mic and say, hey, my name's Lou, everyone. I have depression. Depression.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
No.
I don't tell people when I go grocery shopping, where we go to the mall. I don't tell people, oh yeah, me, I'm battling depression.
Time is of the essence, really.
But there's
is.
always, hopefully there's that 1 or 2 or 3 people, you may have 5 or 10, that's even wonderful, that's better, that you can go to, that you know will be there for you. Because I believe that is very important. Because when we reach out to the wrong person, we don't get results, it can discourage us from then going to other people. And that group of other people, there may be the right one.
Yeah.
But now we're not doing it because we didn't get the support when we approach that wrong person.
Absolutely.
Your drinking friends,
Nah.
people you bowl with on a league, you see them once a week, probably not the right people.
I agree. Probably not the right people.
Someone who knows you.
And if you are one of those people that actually really truly doesn't have anybody, right? They can be out there, then take it upon yourself to research it. And then take it upon yourself, be proactive. do it. Make an appointment or learn about it. Like, okay, maybe I do need medication. Maybe I do.
And I'd like to say this too. Listen, if for those we know, because we've gotten feedback that have found a lot of these episodes very helpful to them. I want to make this clear. Don't listen to us as a replacement for you to get professional help.
Oh gosh, no, that's not what we're saying.
Because we always try to give examples of what's happened and the results.
And hopefully you can relate.
The good results of getting help and feeling better and now having a much better life. The bad results of not doing anything and suffering and losing years and trying to actually end a life.
You don't have to do this on your own.
You don't have to do this on your own. Absolutely not.
Do not. Know that.
Don't. But again, like I want to make clear, we are not to replace getting help. Get professional help, because we can talk about examples, but a therapist or a psychiatrist will know your specific situation, what you're specifically going through, your family unit, your family life, your personal life. We'll know that, and from that, then work on what the issue may be.
And the best part is once you get that help, and a lot of times you are going to be on medication, maybe just whatever, but you're going to feel better.
Well, the medication
you're not going to suffer anymore.
Is or isn't, it depends.
Well, it depends on your situation. You just may have to talk it out. I have no idea.
Exactly. It may be.
And you may not need anything, or may be something simple. Get your exercise. To come in for sessions.
Maybe, and sometimes, again.
Or you may need medication.
There are different degrees. Sometimes it could be talking things out. Maybe a therapist can motivate you to start doing certain things that will make you feel better. Getting back out of the house, or exercising, or doing hobbies you used to enjoy, or doing new hobbies, whatever. Or
you may need medication.
Listen, you could have negative people around you. You can have. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be you just can't say just do this. But we can't say just do this about one thing, is getting help.
Yeah, just get
for
it.
you.
For
your
so
situation.
You don't have to be going through what you're going through now on your own. That medication is going to save your life. It's going to make you feel better, or depending on your situation, of course. But you don't have to be going through what you're going through alone.
And sometimes
there's help.
And sometimes just opening up something that's been bottled that you're not even aware of. Sometimes through therapy, things can come out that you consciously haven't even been aware of, but they've been torturing you, tormenting you, and you didn't even realize.
And you got to talk it through.
And talking it through sometimes can be a
weight off your shoulders, but you got to
weight off your shoulders to where maybe it doesn't solve all the problems, but now
you have some relief. Lugging
around that weight.
You can sleep better at night.
It makes things a little better to work towards making things better.
Yeah.
There's no one answer for everyone.
No, of course not.
That's why we always ask that you share.
And don't go on it on your own.
Ask someone for help. If you need professional help, get professional help. Do those things, and do those things before
it's too late.
The world comes crashing down, especially if that can be avoided.
Absolutely.
You want to say anything?
No.
All right. Well, I think we said it. I think I'm proud of this podcast.
We do this because we care.
Yeah, we care. So.
And we don't want.
Love yourself.
Others,
be kind to yourself. Be
don't
kind
want
to
for
yourself.
others what we've gone through, and it's.
Because you're worth it. Well.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, just don't forget, we're not here to diagnose or cure any disease.
Right.
Of course not.
I think we made that clear.
Yeah, we definitely made that clear.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like. We appreciate the support. And we will talk to you again soon. And leave a comment if you like, or something you'd like for us to talk about.
Yep. Take care.
And you can reach us also through the website at www.depression-youarenot-alone.com.
There's a link below.
There's a link below.
Take care.
Thanks, everyone, and be well.
Bye-bye.